says, do you get back-to-back flights? I'll answer this later. What's up, guys? Welcome back once again, and lots of love to you all. Before I start the video and before I start, let me tell you that if you're coming here for the first time, then subscribe. And second thing is, please connect with me on Instagram because I really love coming live and talking to you all. And this video is about a Q&A about work, about personal questions about me, and I really want to answer all of them. Let's start about questions. Let's start by talking about questions which are about me, and then we'll move on to work and then so on. So I really love the type of question that you all had asked me. It says, first time I saw you at Vashi, that was in Sahil Khan's birthday. Was it you? Of course it was me. I was the one who went on stage and was. It says, second one, are you committed? Yes, to my family, to my job, and to my career, to my future. That's it. Committed to all these things. Are you single? Of course, yes, and happy to be. Then it says, do you get back-to-back flights? I'll answer this later. Then after this, there's a question that says, can you please make a question about the vacancies, about different airlines, and please also get your family in the video. I'd love to get my family in the video some or the other day, but let me tell you guys, updating about vacancies about different airlines is something that I do not prefer. Why? Because I work for an airline and I would not want to prefer talking about some other airline in my video. So that's one reason. Second thing, people say that, you know, I should be updating every single video about every single vacancy that any airline has. But don't you think, guys, that you all are educated and literate enough to like go through the vacancies on your phone? Like, it's not that, you know, if a vacancy is uploaded, I'm reading out the address to you. Guys, come on, you can read it, right? Like I really don't understand the meaning. Like, you know, tell you the address, read out the address. Guys, what I would prefer is I mention the link and you click the link, address is there. Reading out address sounds stupid, but anyways, don't. Another question which was related to my base was that, did you get to choose the base? No. My base was not Mumbai. My base was Pune, which was provided to me by the airline. When you get chosen by your airline, if it's an airline that has bases in India, obviously India's base would be in India. So they give you bases in which they have availability and vacancies. So it's not that you get a base of your choice. Okay, I'm from Delhi, so I want the base in Delhi. No, it's not like that. So you get to go for the base in which there is vacancy as per the airline. What you can do is you can apply for a base transfer, you can request for it, but you get the transfer only if there is a requirement in that particular base. So for example, for me, I stayed in Pune and then I moved to Mumbai. I got transferred like 1 year later because there was vacancy 1 year later. Anyways, late hua par hua to sahi. Which school are you from? I'm from a school in Mumbai itself. My school's name was Sri Narayan Guru High School. My school is a Tamilian school, and you know they have the maximum number of literates. So I'm really happy that, you know, they gave me really nice education, and I'm happy. Then how come your skin is so clear? Please give us some tips. First of all, thank you so much. Second thing is, my skin has been clear since childhood. I'm lucky. And also, second thing is not just luck. I also take very good care of my skin. Why? Because I do cleansing, toning and moisturizing. I use a sunscreen. Then I do not use any kind of facial or external products. I use only natural products from home. If you all want, I'd be glad to share those things with you. Next question is, aren't you scared of mid-air collisions or collisions? Whatever it is pronounced as, sorry. So guys, if that's the thing, I should be scared of anything. because there can be any kind of emergency, right? So yeah, scared of pretty much everything, but it's your job. And yeah, if you want to die, you can die on road as well, right? On the ground as well. So why just air? So it's just that, you get so busy with work and you get used to it, so you won't be scared anymore. Don't worry about that. Then the question is, what is better, cabin crew or ground staff? For me, I'm happy with the role of a cabin crew that is provided to me. However, if you're asking me what's better, then I really cannot say, because nothing is better, or nothing is good or bad. Because if there's someone who likes the job of a ground staff, the person will be happy with that. Someone likes the job of a cabin crew, the person will be happy with that. It's just that how you adjust yourself according to the job that is provided to you. So obviously the job of a cabin crew has more benefits compared to the job of a ground staff, but there are disadvantages as well for the job of a cabin crew. But again, guys, it's all up to you how you manage things. Why the salary of a ground staff is lesser than the salary of a cabin crew? Now, I really don't want to talk about salaries, and I really don't prefer talking about salaries about any kind of job profession, but I'm not disclosing the salary. But yes, the salary for cabin crew is more, because the job of a cabin crew involves a risk more than the risk which might be caused on ground. Why? Because you're in air, you're prone to risk at any point of time. But don't worry, it's like very one of odd scenario, and anyways you're gonna die. If it's your death, you're gonna die on ground as well. So yeah, risk is associated because you're in the air. There are limited resources available in terms of any kind of facility, although things are there on board, everything in flight, but still ground and air, just because it's air and you're away from the ground, makes a lot of difference. That's why salary of a cabin crew is more. There's a question which says, I'm from rural area, from a village, and I do not know any kind of table manners. I'm not that much confident. So can I be a cabin crew? Don't worry guys, if y'all have not seen my video, just Gully Girl, you should see what kind of place I belonged to and where I came. So this girl had also asked me if I can make a video about table manners. Don't worry about that, guys. Your location has got nothing to do with the job. If you do not know about table manners, there are a lot of videos available online. You can learn table manners from them. Or what you can do is you can watch videos about personality development and how to groom yourself, how to talk, and you can gain and build confidence in yourself. So don't worry, from whichever whichever location you are. How do you manage sleep at odd times? Now, let me tell you guys, to be very frank with you all, if I have a flight, and if it's a flight which is mostly at midnight, or anything which is after evening, then obviously I'm gonna be in a sleepy state at the time of me waking up, or I'm gonna be in a sleepy state when I'm in my flight, and I don't wanna take risk with my health or hamper the safety. That's why I make sure that I sleep well before the flight. Whatever is the basic amount of sleep that a human body needs, I give that much of sleep to my body before the flight. But there have been a lot of times where, say for example, if I'm on a layover, okay, so I reach my hotel room, then I either go out, I click pictures, which I'm fond of, or I either talk on phone, browse social media, because that's one thing I do. Then I take care, I pamper my skin on my layovers, because that's the only place where I get time. So I get kind of lesser sleep in the layover, but anyways, before the flight, I complete my sleep. There are some times where my sleep amount has just been like 2 or 3 hours, which I again described in one of my videos. But this would happen only after flight, wherein I land back home and I just sleep for a few hours, and then I have a function to attend. Only then, before flight, I make sure I sleep properly. But let me tell you guys, it's very irritating to get up at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Very irritating. You would really be in a state like nahi karna hai yaar, bas. There's a question which says, can you make a video about men's grooming? Thank you for asking me that question. But I really would have to collaborate with a guy to make a video about like men's grooming, because I can just like say that with my mouth, but I cannot really demonstrate the things like, how to take care of your skin, because I'm not a guy. So I would definitely try to collaborate with a guy and bring that information in front of you. Then the next question after that I had was, can I become a cabin crew after doing MBBS? I have a question for you, sir. After doing MBBS, why do you want to be a cabin crew? I mean, it's not that it's my question, but definitely the interviewer is also going to ask you the same question, because MBBS doctor, आपको cabin crew बनना है, क्यों? So obviously they will ask you that. So when I asked this guy the question like, why cabin crew after doing MBBS, so this guy replied to me stating that my parents want me to be a doctor, but I want to be a cabin crew. So why do you want to invest lakhs of money to do MBBS? You can just convey this message to your parents that you definitely want me to be a doctor and I like to do that, but I want to become a cabin crew because that's my dream. Okay. Second question which that guy had was that if I do MBBS, can I become, the same guy had a question that if I do MBBS, can I become a medical officer in aviation? Because even airlines have their own doctors, right? Because anyone can have a medical problem, that's why. So I informed to him that yes, there are vacancies, but again, I'm not the right person for that. You need to check the vacancies with the airlines. This is, I don't know, people's favorite question. It's about teeth. If I have teeth implant, can I become a cabin crew? Now I'll tell you all the kind of similar questions, like, if I have a teeth cavity, or if my teeth are not aligned properly and everything, the answer is a big no. If it's anything that is visibly looking shabby, obviously it's not going to be accepted. So best thing is to get your teeth leveled after the use of braces, and then go for the interview. If you all have a question that my teeth are in a good condition, it's just that I have an implant, I have a cavity and everything, guys, I'm not a dentist. Go for the interview and the medical doctor will decide. I'm really not the right person to answer that. So all the answers to all the questions are, go for the interview. Even if you have questions like, I have a scar over here, I have this much scar, that much scar, what you all can do is you can conceal and inform the interviewer anyways. Even if you do not inform them, they will still come to know about it. So the only question is, go for the interview. Interviewers and the doctors are the best people to let you know. Then I have a question which says, do you get back-to-back flights and how do you manage? Yes, of course, I do get back-to-back flights, but I don't complain about that, because the more you fly, the more money you get. So I don't complain about it, but I sometimes do get not upset, but it's like a trip kind of a little bit, which everyone or anyone would do if they have important work, like if there's a function or something and if you really want to attend. But I'm very happy that I had a flight, and I had a wedding function in my family, and I had like continuous back-to-back flights, and I wanted a leave, and I got a leave, so I'm happy. So it all depends upon the requirements. Like for example, the atmosphere might be such wherein you might not get enough flights. You'll be getting more rest. So sometimes people do get bored with the rest as well. But yeah, back-to-back flights is something that I do get, and I do get tired as well. But it's okay. It's my job, and I love it. Is I want to become a cabin crew, but a lot of cost is involved. Like, cost as in what, guys? If you're thinking that cost is involved as in you want to pay for the institute, guys, a big no. Institute training is not required. All you need to meet the requirements, about which I have made a lot of videos, and you can refer to those videos. So the cost can be involved only in purchasing good quality makeup, good quality clothes, and yeah, purchasing good skincare products. That's the only cost, and I'm sure that's not going to be lakhs of rupees. So cost is not involved, guys. Hard work and efforts are involved. Now, I believe this again. This question: do you have to be very beautiful? Do you have to be fair and all? No, color is not needed. Like fair color is not needed to be a cabin crew. All you need is a clear skin. Color doesn't matter. Uh, can ground staff apply for cabin crew in the same airline? Yes, they can. There are many of my friends who have got promoted from ground staff to cabin crew, but that happens if there is an internal job posting in the airline and you have to apply for it. It's not that you become a ground staff and you directly become a cabin crew in that airline. No. There'll be a job posting for that. You'll have to give an interview for that. And then if you clear, then you become a cabin crew from a ground staff. Now, next question is, can I be a cabin crew if I'm minor asthmatic? Second question is thyroid and air sickness problem. Now, guys, if any of the medical concerns are there, let me tell you again, I am not the right person. Best thing is to go for the interview. And if you reach the medical stage, the doctor is the right person to decide. Okay, I have received an email, or I can say I get similar question, that I have received an email stating that I have been selected, but I'm still waiting for the joining date. So guys, this might happen in a lot of airlines. Why? Because the medical stage process takes a little while, because they need to submit the information to the airline, I mean the doctors and all. So if you have not received a confirmation that you have cleared the medicals or not, then you have to contact the doctors, the clinic, and then ask them if you've cleared the medical or not. If you've cleared the medicals and if you've still not received a confirmation, then you need to contact the airline and ask them the date of joining. Now, if they have told you a date that, we were gonna call you, we're gonna email you on so date, please be patient and please wait for it. They will definitely do that if they have selected you and if you've been chosen. So don't worry about that, guys. I know that you'll be excited, but be patient. Don't worry. If you've received an email that you've been selected, then why you need to worry? Can I become a cabin crew, or can I get into aviation if I have experience of hotel management? If you have experience of hotel management, you can go into that industry, but you can also come into aviation industry as long as you meet the requirements of either cabin crew or a ground staff. Okay, so yes, but hotel manager but hotel management course is not actually needed, but yes, it's going to play an important role if you all have been taught about customer service industry and how to be confident and everything, then it's going to be better. But again, you don't need any course or anything as such. Nice question. Has any passenger shouted at you? Yes. I mean, it was a delayed flight, and it was due to weather conditions, and it was like around 2 to 2.5 hours of delay. And there was a lady who shouted at me, and she said that she used a F kind of word, and she said, that is not my effing problem. The flight is delayed. And she was shouting in the entire cabin. The boarding was done. People were there in the cabin, and she was shouting at me at the top of her voice. She was shouting her lungs out. And I really felt like crying. And somehow I managed to calm her down. And I said, I completely understand. It's just that, you have to be apologetic if you know that the other person is upset. Because see, if I was in her place, if I had some important function to attend, then even I would be upset. So I tried to calm her down. I told her that even if I was in the same place, I would feel the same, but it's because of the weather. So even we really cannot do anything. That's not my effing problem. She was just shouting, and in the end I said, ma'am, I would really request you to be professional, because she was using the F word, and come on, you're not supposed to do that at work. We've been trained that, if someone is like, kind of trying to pounce on you and using these kind of words, then you can just tell them very nicely that, sir, please refrain from using such language if someone is abusing you. That's what I said. That happened to me once, and after that, nothing happened. If you're asking me, many people ask, how are you at service? Are you good at service? I really cannot say about myself, but yes, let me tell you that whenever I mean, not whenever, but there have been many times where after the flight, after I land, if I check my social media, there are passengers who have traveled on my flight. They search me on social media and they either DM me or they send me a message on Facebook and they say thank you for the service. It was amazing. Thank you and everything. They give compliments and I really love that because yes, it's a job to provide good service. It's our job to make people happy. So yes, that's what makes me happy. Again, we are not here to make friends over there on flights. It's just that they search me and they say thank you and all that. So yeah, welcome. And that's it. We come towards the end of this video, and we're gonna have a Q&A session very soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Please connect with me on Instagram because I love talking to you guys whenever I come live. Bye bye.